Greetings to you all. The Zimbabwe Hospital Doctors Association has announced that its members who had resumed duty on Monday will be withdrawing their services on Tuesday to join the rest of their counterparts who did not report for duty. This makes a lot of sense. What is the point of going back to work if your pay does not cover even the bare essentials such as transport, food, etc.? In Zimbabwe, we have a government that is arguing junior doctors and teachers, etc., to continue working because patients and students are entitled to health care and education. So if doctors and teachers are not paid enough to cover their transport, food, and other bare essentials to sustain life, common sense will tell you that there will be no doctors in our hospitals and no teachers in our schools. The irony is that Zimbabwe is not a poor nation. In 1980, when the country gained their independence, it was a middle-income nation with a robust national economy and all the potential to be the South Korea of Africa. 38 years of ZANU-PF gross mismanagement and rampant corruption have destroyed the nation's economy, and the nation today is the poorest in Africa. We have the few filthy rich ruling elite who live in their mansions with fleets of posh cars, have many multi-million-dollar farms and other business interests, 45 gold watches, etc. They are renowned for their extravagant lifestyles. They are not particularly bothered that the country's education and health services have all but collapsed. They have stopped using these local schools and hospitals a long time ago. The filthy rich few are but islands in a growing ocean expanse, millions living in abject poverty. To accuse the junior doctors and teachers of neglecting the patients and the students in pursuit of their advantage, as Adam Smith put it, is to miss the point completely. If these doctors and teachers had been after their own self-interest, then they would have abandoned their posts a long time ago. They are doing so now because they do not have money for their own transport. They cannot work on an empty stomach, etc. As much as some people would want to discuss Zimbabwe's problems in terms of economic policies, resource management, etc., there will not be enough. This will not be enough to solve our problems. It is not from the benevolence of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but from their regard to their own self-interest. We address ourselves not to their humanity, but to their self-love, and never talk to them of our own necessities, but of their advantages, argued the great economist Adam Smith. Adam Smith's ideas are sound. Still, they would not solve Zimbabwe's problems because our problems are not so much about sound economics, but about an insatiable greed of the few ruling elite. I would paraphrase the great Adam Smith thus: it is not from the benevolence of the filthy rich ruling elite that we can expect our dinner. Their greed is insatiable. They have robbed the poor of life, and still they want it all. The ruling elite are quick to appeal to the victim. They want to rob his humanity, force him to give up the little they have. Where is the humanity in starving local hospitals of funds to buy even the most basic medicines in order to send a chef to Singapore for eye treatment at a cost of US $3 million a trip. We, the people, should address ourselves not to the ruling elite's humanity, but to their selfishness and greed. Zimbabwe's political system, in which the ruling elite enjoy absolute power to rig elections and to stay in power regardless of the democratic wishes of the people, is the cancer killing the nation. ZANU-PF thugs do not have the divine right to rule Zimbabwe. They have usurped the people's power, and we must restore democratic accountability now before it is too late. In short, we should not blame the junior doctors or teachers for refusing to give their services at expense to themselves. We should blame the ruling elite for, for creaming off the nation's wealth to pay for their extravagant lifestyles at the expense of the nation. It is the ruling elite's fault that we are in this economic crisis. Our number one problem is one of bad governance. Mnangagwa and his junta will never admit that they failed to govern. Our primary task is to make sure that the people's democratic right to have a meaningful say on who governs the nation is restored and respected. Mnangagwa and his junta rigged the July 2018 elections. They have no mandate to govern, and they must go. Thank you for listening.